Everybody's getting riled.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And once again, it is the Barnes and Tony Show. Anthony, how are you, my friends?
Dude, pretty stoked today. It's Thursday. Another beautiful day. Love the weather holding up so far. And, hey, we're one more day closer to the weekend, Brian.
One more day closer to the weekend. Perfect weather day. Perfect golf day.
You going golfing today?
Yeah.
Really? Where?
Griff Harris.
When?
Greenwich. Twilight.
Wow.
Pumped.
18?
18. Of course. I just, sure, you could do 9 occasionally, like it makes sense and stuff, but I want an 18, Tony.
Right, of course, dude.
And the other day, actually, and I think I was talking to you about this yesterday, the course that me and Pooch had played in Norwich, it was, I was saying how we got the 18 in, and but it was only at 5 o'clock, so it's like we had to hustle.
Right.
And we literally, because you have the one group that's just like, moseying around, taking forever. So we played the first 3 holes, so backed up. Starter says we can go to the back, play 6 holes in the same amount of time that we just played 3. We catch up, and then we're behind another group. So then we go back to the front, finish the front, and then in like 25 minutes or whatever, finish the last 3 holes, get all 18 in.
That's ridiculous.
It's about pace, Tony.
It is about pace. It's good pace right there.
Because I always say, and Buffer knows it, I'm sure, from those backed up, Westchester courses or New York courses. Dude. It's like, and I've said this a million times, and it's like, you don't need to be good to play at a decent pace. I mean, it's that easy. And just so many times I see guys, get out of the cart, walk all the way across the fairway, and then go all the way back to the cart to get the club. Then, it's like their ball isn't that far from their buddies. They don't look at it, look at the distance, pull a club. They wait for them to hit. Then they talk to them for a second, and then they go over and hit their shot. And it's like they don't realize, you do that 15 times. I mean, that might add an hour to the round.
Yeah, no, literally, dude. But some courtesy, huh?
It's such a problem, though. And I know, obviously, you have your exception. Just with the older people that can't help it. But a lot of times it's not even older people. People might even be younger than me and you.
Yeah.
Or even if they're a little older, it's like there's just no reason for it. And they're so oblivious. And the best part is, I think, on Monday when I was playing, in Monroe, New York, Mansion Ridge, we didn't get off the tee until I want to say maybe 10 minutes after our tee time. And posted, plastered across the GPS in the cart. We respect your time. They give a pace of play amount. So it was 10 minutes late getting started. So backed up. And then the starter, that's the best part. The starter's going, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know. Maybe drive out to the hole. He's like, the Ranger's not here yet. You could go do it. Don't. Yeah. And he just kept trying to say he can't do anything. You work here.
Yeah, really, dude.
You guys are wrong. What was that about?
I have no idea that one.
Are we loaded with bites?
Yeah. Yesterday I got a few bites.
Yvonne. Wait, what did I say?
Yvonne.
Oh, okay.
Yvonne Jordan.
Even
though it's Yvette, I found out yesterday.
Yvette. Okay. Yvette. And married a couple years or no?
Since 2015, I believe.
Okay, because I think they just got married. Oh, actually, no, that wouldn't make up the timing. Okay, yeah, because I knew she was at Kobe's memorial thing. I remember she was with Michael Jordan, talking about that. But yeah, end of the day, I think we can all agree on, Tony. It's just the message here is hit your ball, on to the next one. And that's it. I mean, I don't think there's any other way to put it.
No, I don't think so at all, dude.
And then one other thing, and I know obviously you're not an instructor, but I was just trying to think about this. So everything right now, kind of comfortable, flowing pretty smoothly. And I think I mentioned this to you, but the one thing that drives, having a problem, getting off the ground, like hitting it very low. And I'm thinking, is it probably as simple as when I'm coming through, I'm probably just not staying down the whole way. And
Yeah.
that's why it's
Maybe
going
your head
lower.
is coming up too early.
Yeah,
Or even
yeah.
your shoulders.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because I wasn't having the problem. Then all of a sudden, so I'm thinking just exaggerated. Like that's what I tell anybody who I'm playing with that I see that's just, yanking up. It's like, count 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially you're playing with other people, they're watching the ball. You don't need to watch it.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? So gonna try that. Could do the lesson if we have to, but you just feel it's just like I guess it's a sense of pride thing, but you just feel like you could figure it out.
I like that.
So I'll have to give you a full report tomorrow about that.
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
What does Prefer talking about?
Prefer, from the get-go, he's talking golf, so let's talk about golf with him. He says that he goes out when the courses are empty, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So obviously, I'm guessing he's saying during the week because weekend courses are going to be packed. And yeah, I mean, though during the week, if you could get off work and you could go out at 10 a.m. or 2, I mean,
that's sick.
You're going to fly right through. It's the best when you don't have to wait for someone. The best experience I ever had was, I think I've only done it once or twice, but first tee time. No one in front of you.
Like on a weekday?
Weekend. Yeah. You have to
it was like 6 a.m., 7 a.m.
Actually, no, now that I think about it, it was a weekend, but it's 7 a.m. It was 7 a.m. But yeah, 3 hours, it's the best. It really, really is, but you do it when you can, right, Tony?
No, yeah, very, very much so, dude. Yesterday we passed by that par 3 course, South Pine.
What was Michael saying?
No, he didn't say anything, but I was thinking like him and I should just go fucking rip it one afternoon, honestly.
Well, and the thing is, and then if there is a positive experience there, then you think that'll prompt Michael to get in the golf mode?
Yeah, definitely.
Couple good shots.
Yeah. And for him, it's there, it's cheap, it's accessible.
Yeah. And this is in Fairfield.
Correct.
I think it's the Carl Dickman par 3.
Yeah, maybe.
Town course. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like if I saw that name on a board, I'd remember it though.
I've never even passed by it, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Went yesterday. We went to there's a field over there. Took some ground balls.
Some grounders.
Hit some dingers, dude. Yeah.
Who was hitting better?
Probably Michael. I mean, he was trying harder,
Wait, what do you mean exactly about that you weren't trying as hard? I'm just asking.
No, I mean, honestly, I was just trying to hit the ball to him.
Oh, okay. And he's trying to hit homers, you're saying?
Yeah, definitely was.
And this is baseballs, not softballs?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, a lot of times, people do batting.
Who does that?
Softball.
Stop it.
And then is there a fence at this field or no?
Yeah, we went on the soccer field, so it's fenced in, and there's a big soccer field, and then next to it's a football field because there was some people on the baseball diamond,
I'm kind of curious if Prefer is an AI bot. I just because I never got to ask him this actually. I know we don't even know if Prefer's a robot. That actually was really good. But I'm curious, Prefer, what's your go-to course? Because it seems like he lives in Queens, Tony, or
I think he said Queens, right?
Yeah. So I'm just curious. Give me a course name. I know AI can generate you one, Prefer. Where do you play most of your rounds if you're getting out there? So interested to see what he says there for sure.
Yeah, dude.
All good stuff though. Good introduction, I would say.
Yeah, we'll have a little golf talk, dude.
And we still have some more golf talk because, like we talked about yesterday, the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, Muirfield Village Golf Club, Dublin, Ohio, Jack Nicklaus, all of that. And right now at the top of the leaderboard, you have Matt Wallace and Shane Lowry. Both are 4 under. Lowry threw 5 holes starting on the back 9. So really getting out to a hot start there. Wallace is through 8 holes. He started from the front 9. And then, working our way down the leaderboard here, Keith Mitchell, 3 under through 10. Wyndham Clark, 3 under through 9. Kevin Kisner, 3 under through 7. Danny Willett, remember I said, Tony, yesterday, 2 under through 12. So early tee time, started on the front, right now tied for 6th. John Rahm hasn't teed off just yet. Victor Hovland, 1 under, tied for 16th. And then I just was listening to yesterday's episode, and I'm completely blanking here. Who did you pick?
Can't we?
Cantley. Okay, yeah, he hasn't teed off yet either. So Jason Day +1, and let's see if I can get it right. Also at +1, Emiliano Grillo, Tony. So last week's winner tied for 37th with Jason Day.
Is it Grillo, you think?
Oh, it is Grillo.
You know for sure.
Yeah, you thought it was Grillo?
Could have been
Grillo.
Pretty.
I mean, that was pretty smooth, no?
No, it was a great job.
And then just looking at some guys who are struggling here, not tied, but a sole 60th, which is last place, 60 golfers out on the course. Dylan Fratelli,
nice.
7 over through 10 holes. So a little bit of tough start there. Tom Kim, he was the phenom last year, played in the President's Cup. Haven't heard as much from him this year. He's 4 over through 9, so struggling as well. But a slew of golfers half the field still has to tee off. So I'm sure this leaderboard will change a few times before the end of this show. So definitely excited to watch some of this tournament later. You can't beat the Memorial, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Before he's saying, it's Deer Park?
Deer Park Golf Club.
Let's look it up.
You're not aware of it?
No. But I also don't golf like in Queens, so.
Interesting. York.
Wait, are you kidding me? Wait, what is it? Are they trying to correct it? See what?
Deer Park. It's the same. Yeah.
Deer Park, New York. No. So again, an AI answer from Prefer?
I don't know, dude.
Right or no? Because I mean, if it's it'll have a Google listing if it's a golf course.
Yeah.
So Prefer, did he say anything else?
No.
All right. So Prefer, could you comment with the Google link to Deer Park Golf Club? He's gonna be like, oh yeah, I actually moved to Los Angeles or something. Just to kind of mess with us.
Yeah.
That's why. Imagine. That's why that's why he never comes anywhere, because he lives on the West Coast.
It's possible. Although he's up really early, dude.
He's up really early, but it's one of those things too. He would think it's so hilarious, like mess with us like that, like just act like he's a New Yorker and then he lives in LA.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
That's a sense of humor, though. We're used to it at this point, Tony.
Very much used to it, dude.
So, like I said, we'll give you another leaderboard update.
Shinnecock.
You're not familiar with Shinnecock Hills?
No. Not really, dude.
I gotta get Tony. I feel like you it's like the city for you in Staten Island, and everything else in New York doesn't exist.
Basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there like a sense of animosity?
Between like in general, or just
other parts of New York for you? Yes.
I think yeah. I think a lot of people in New York City think like, oh, like New York State it's like we're totally different. It's just not the same. The people aren't the same. The atmosphere is, and obviously the look is not the same at all. So yeah, dude.
So it's in Southampton, New York.
On Long Island?
Yeah, on Long Island.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Long Island's tight.
Long Island is
I don't get it though, Tony. Why is Long Island tight? I feel like it's nice scenery out there, no?
No, yeah, it's nice out there, but they're like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of douchebags. So like a Long Island douchebage.
Really?
Yeah,
but was
like
there an experience? Or I mean, there's got to be something to lead you there.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of, especially when you're in high school. Like I went to a Catholic high school.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a league with other Catholic high schools around New York, and there's a lot on Long Island as well, like Chaminade, St. Anthony's. I think there's Xavier right on Long Island too. There was there were our rivals all throughout high school. So naturally there's just like, an animosity with both islands. They're assholes.
And the one thing I will give you is, and I guess it's, obviously, I was high school, graduated at 13 years going on 14.
Right.
Yeah, we were always like that with like Newtown.
Okay.
They were always Massac's big rival.
Oh yeah, you went to Massac, that's right.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Massac or no?
Do I know anything about Massac? I know that the Fairfield people like speak lowly of those schools,
Lowly as in terms of what?
Like just everything about it. I don't know, I feel like Fairfield is like that. They have that mentality. They think they're better than everyone else.
Mm-hmm. But how many state championships in football have they won?
I don't know.
And I think the answer might be 0, at least since we've been on this earth.
How many has Massac won?
So when I was there, I was part of one, and then we won
Wow.
one 2 years later as well.
Nice.
And then they were always a constant force in the playoffs.
Wow.
And then, all the sports, I mean, would have, some levels of success. I would say our one weakness would definitely be the basketball program.
Right.
And I think a lot of that had to do with when I was there, it just seemed like people didn't like the coaching staff
Right.
and all that.
How was your bowling team?
Yeah, I don't even know if we had a bowling team.
It's too bad, dude.
How was your bowling team?
Very good. I was on it obviously all 4 years. So my freshman year,
Well, that means it's good.
my freshman year, I think we placed third, and then after that, it was first place every year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
suck it.
Were you number one or no?
My senior year, I did actually. I won because after the team league, then they go into individuals. And that year I'd won individuals. I was an sat down advance. I was a sat down all-star on the team and everything like that. So kind of a big deal, Brian.
At one point, were you considering the professional realm?
Oh yeah, definitely. That was something I was really serious about.
Really?
Yeah, like bowling professionally.
Wow.
But it's kind of tough. It was tough to get into bowling schools around the league, around the country.
Mhm.
Obviously, you can imagine there aren't a lot. There's they're in Kansas. There's St. John's used to have a really good team, but they folded 2 years before I went to college.
Oh, okay.
And then Hawaii has a really good team.
But did you talk to any of these programs?
Yeah, every school I went to, Sacred Heart was one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
Honestly, the team kind of just sucked, dude. The coach sucked.
But you could have played.
I did play. I played.
Okay. I didn't.
Yeah, I played for 2 years. My freshman and sophomore year.
Oh, okay.
And then the team disbanded.
Yeah. And even though the team was bad, though, for that, were you the top guy or no?
I was the second. I probably the second best guy, teetering on one. Me and this other kid would go back and forth. But I mean, it was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. But also, in college, start playing rugby, start drinking, start partying. You're all right.
Yeah.
And then again, the tournaments were obviously on the weekends, and there were overnight tournaments. We were going Pennsylvania, upstate New York. We were going far away. There was tournaments at Penn State and stuff at West Point.
Best tournament score for you? I mean, I know you've gotten your 299.
Best tournament score in college.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Probably a 277. I think it was.
Wow.
275, 277. But I mean, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, I love bowling still, but it was just the coach was a huge asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made it really unenjoyable.
I mean, am I crazy? This idea just came over me, but is it not meant to be that you, Jay, start the revival of the Sacred Heart bowling team? I mean, I feel like another hat for you to put on, no?
Why is Jay involved? Where's Jay coming?
Just because? Because he's part of rugby. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I figure, he just wants to go to the alley, rip a couple darts, right?
Dude, he would love to, I'm sure. And it sucks too, because the second we graduate, they built lanes on campus.
But there's still not a team. Or now is it back?
The men's team, I don't think so.
So
I don't think
there's lanes on campus. I'm just saying, you don't think that could be a possibility?
It definitely could be, dude.
And then
I'd be down.
It could be an in for us to get some lane time.
Oh, I would love to. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Something to consider, Tony.
We'll have to split time with the women's team, dude.
And I just feel too that obviously, I mean, it would be an uphill battle for you to go to PGA at this point, but I feel there's got to be some lower level tournaments that you could enter where you could win. I don't know, $1,000 or something.
Yeah, probably.
There's got to be something out there.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they have money leagues out there too.
I feel I feel like this is meant to be, Tony.
Really?
What the numbers that you're putting up, it's people aren't walking into a bowling alley and doing that.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's true.
And if you had to say for you to be a walking 275, how much practice do you think you would need at this point?
Oh my God. I mean, nobody
time.
Nobody's a walking 275.
Well, I just figure, if you've bowled, how many times have you bowled 299?
Just once.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about I know you don't know exactly, but between 275 and 299, has that happened over 10 times? A ton
of times, yeah. Definitely.
So, I mean, at one point, especially, you kind of were walking 275, no?
I guess. I mean, my highest average I ever had was a 226.
Okay.
That was consistently over months, of a league.
But I'm telling you, start out slow. You just enter some low key tournament where people are winning with 190, and you just walk in there nonchalant and just rob everybody with their money. I'm
Right.
telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's the platform to the top.
You want me to be like a bowling shark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? I mean, wouldn't that be a lot of fun? No,
That would be
Am I
awesome.
missing something here?
Yeah, sure. You ever see the movie Kingpin?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. Didn't you guys talk about it on Screen Time?
Definitely, dude. That's
Okay.
what the guy does, and they fucking chop his hand off.
Well,
So, yeah.
we don't need that, Tony. We don't need that. And actually, could you go to the comments for a second? I think it was Justin.
Yeah, Justin D, as in Justin DeVellis, went to Sacred Heart with him, grad school. He said it's on Long Island. I don't know if you were saying it's in Long Island.
Okay, I might have said that,
Yeah.
but okay. So he said it's
misconception.
on Long Island,
Yeah.
but then I'm looking here. The only thing,
Deer Park Golf Club.
yeah, and I didn't get anything, but I did get Dix Hills Park Golf Course. So I don't know if that's what Prefer meant. But Prefer, if you could clarify that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Dix Hills, is that in Long Island?
I have
you
no
haven't heard of
idea. I
it?
have no idea.
But you see it, right? Because
Yeah.
there's no way it's a course and they don't have a Google My Business list.
Yeah, I know. They have a
So
Deer Park tennis club.
That's why I kind of think it's Dix Hills, unless it prefers part of some like exclusive. Oh, I think he might have commented about it.
Oh, really, dude? No.
No, okay, he's just asking about flipping a golf
You
cart.
guys ever reckless driving? From the
So,
golf cart?
No, we're always trying to be careful. Sometimes you have steep elevation and whatnot. But one time, Oxford Greens, a very tough course. We were there. It was a little wet. One of the toughest holes in Connecticut, literally the par 5 uphill, maybe 600 yards, tight fairway to start.
My God, dude.
And we were going down the hill because we hit the ball, kind of near the woods going up
Right.
the hill. And literally on the way down, the cart, did a 360. We literally thought, we might flip over and could get damaged. And I saw another time I was in Mamaroneck and Scarsdale. Saxon Woods is the name of the course. I'm sure Prefer's probably played it before. And the kids in front of us slowing the whole course up, ripping joints on the course, all fucked up. And they literally flipped the cart. We told the starter and he goes, well, it's a public course. What do you want me to do?
What? Wait, they flipped the car on purpose?
No, because they were fucked up.
Oh my God, dude.
I mean, unbelievable. See, that's why it would be so awesome to be part of a public course. But of course, too, it's
private
like
course, you mean?
yes. At like Sterling Farms, for instance, and even Gaynor, like you're flipping carts while you're ripping joints, like the people would get kicked out. I don't know what's going on at Saxon Woods, but that's insane.
That's
like we
embarrassing.
literally told the starter that they flipped the cart. Like other places, they would literally try to ban you.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I know like a while ago too, like you really can't mess around with the carts. I know there was somebody that worked at a distributor that's no longer, but back when I first started, and he was like a salesman and hammered on the course, golf tournament. Not sure if it was a company outing or not. Flipped it, hurt his neck, all that, fired.
Whoa.
So I want to say it must have been a tournament. Then.
Wow.
Yeah, but.
That's not a good look, dude.
Unbelievable, though. I mean, it's really not that hard to be careful with the cart. It's such a basic thing to drive.
Literally.
And it's like, you're not going to go near the water. Like, it's like, even if you're 20 deep, like, there's no need to do that.
Yeah, literally.
Crazy.
Near the water.
But before, could you confirm Dix Hills? I'm really just curious about this because I want to see the layout and just, see what course you're claiming that you're shooting 120s on. And then also, I want you to a little homework assignment for you here, Tony. Not even homework assignment, but just Google. I'm curious. I think you're going to be impressed with it.
Like right now, you're saying? Okay, so not a homework assignment.
Hills. I want you to. I'm telling you, it's impressive. Wow. And you could. I don't know if you want to go to the website or just something that'll give you like shots of the. Yeah, images is probably good. Tell me though that is not a marvel.
That is very beautiful.
So you could basically
you've
say
golfed here.
No, but they had the U.S. Open there. They're gonna have it again. Remember, we were reading off the list. That's when you clip that bite.
Right.
But you would be riled.
I feel like it's very daunting.
But it's like, you know what I mean. Even if you're not playing well there, I feel like it's just like so awesome to just be there.
Yeah. How much do you think it would cost to play there?
Well, it's a private course.
Oh, you have to be a member.
Yeah.
What do you think dues are?
I mean, it seems like it's one of those places where it's at the minimum like a $50,000 initiation, but I would think it's so prestigious that it might be $100,000. Honestly, you think Prefer is going to say he played there?
No,
you don't think so?
I don't think so.
I mean, Justin Prefer. Oh, Deer Park Golf Club is a private club. If you know, then you know. Okay, Google that.
Deer Park private
Okay, let's see.
Not far from Deer Park. I'm assuming it means Deer Park, Long Island.
I'm gonna. What's your guess? Just off the rip, Tony. GPS right now, straight to Deer Park. What are we talking?
What time is it? 10:30.
Yeah,
2 hours. If it's on Long Island,
Deer Park Golf.
maybe 1:45.
Wait, are you kidding?
On Golf Now.
Dude, it's so weird. I'm not kidding. Like, there's something weird. Like, it really must be like trying to be. Like, it doesn't even come up on the GPS. We can't find a Google listing. It really must be exclusive.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
And it's like, so before, are you saying you're a member at Deer Park?
Your mother's coming in here, by the way. Brian's been driving the cart as a toddler. Really fun times with dad letting you drive.
Tony,
well, never flipped a cart.
My mother's correct. Never flipped a car. And Myrtle Beach, we went there 13, 14 years in a row. While the ladies were shopping, I was out in the course with my dad.
Right.
And literally started driving, like she said, 6 years old, driving the car. You have to be careful. Sometimes the starter would get tight. But I always appreciated that my dad made sure he wanted to get me as much driving time as possible. Because, playing golf at 6 years old, like with grown men, is so tough. It was I'm sure you can picture me, even as I got a little older, like 8, 9, 10, like swinging 1,000,000 miles an hour. Everybody telling me my head needs to be down.
Right.
Trying the towel under the armpit trick. I mean,
wow.
It was. And one time we were in Myrtle Beach, and I used to not wear a golf glove, and I'm sure you're the same way. But palms, get very sweaty.
Oh yeah.
9-iron into a tree. Like, just went right into the tree. He paid someone to climb the tree, still couldn't find the club.
What? Oh my God. Dude.
The times on the golf course, Tony.
Paid someone to climb the tree. It's so funny.
What do you think the odds are Prefer offers us some clarity on this, golf club that doesn't exist?
I don't know. I don't think limited, because he says if you know, then you know. And obviously,
like, I feel like this is some like secret organization or something.
He's certainly making it out to be.
But it's weird that Justin knew.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
We'll have to. I think Justin could probably offer us some more clarity on this than Prefer.
Yeah, dude, Justin, if you're still watching, you can call in, dude.
Yeah, we'd love to hear. Because I'd love to get us out there, Tony. If I figure out a way, if you know, you know.
Yeah, that would be sick, dude.
Barnes doesn't want to talk about
the Yankees losing due to lack of offense. He's trying to run out the clock.
You know what? Prefer, I actually do want to talk about that. Let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Drop it. Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Too deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
Here we are, Prefer. But also, could you just, I know we keep going back to this, Prefer, but just one more time, just explain why this course does not come up on Google. It doesn't even come up on maps. I mean, there's got to be something.
Where are you?
Is this like some Illuminati course? Like,
oh, yeah, dude. Freemason.
But in all seriousness, Tony, I know I'm beating the dead horse here. Give me something as to why this is.
Nothing. Never heard of it. Don't know.
So it's the only thing that.
Are you kidding?
The only thing that you could say is that it would make sense that it's supposed to be some like super exclusive. They don't even want people driving by it, but that's just ridiculous. And Prefer's a member. Like, what?
Yeah, Prefer and Justin apparently.
Yeah. Does Justin golf?
Oh yeah,
big golfer.
Yes.
Played on Sacred Heart or no?
No.
There's just a golf team though, right?
Yeah.
Did you know anybody that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Last question. Do you know if they were any good? The team while you were there?
Very good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's I would imagine their home course is the Wheel since it's a stone throw, no?
Yes.
But they're probably actually
no Fairchild Wheel. No, it's
it's Great River.
Great River
own the golf course.
They didn't always own it.
But
yeah, they still played there, and then they bought it when I was in grad school.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think they got a pretty good deal on that, if I'm not mistaken.
Fucking probably, dude.
You know, relative, but I just know the course was hurting before they took it over, like
Really?
because they always charge so much. So it's like, you know, there's so many other courses around. Like,
I've never
sure, it's
played there.
nice, but on the weekend, I'm sure it's 175. You know, and it's like if
Oh.
you could go right down the street to well, not even down the street, but close by to like Grassy Hill or Orange Hills, and it's like less than half the price. I mean, most people are going to do that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. How about Fairchild? It's like $30.
It's not $30. I'm
Maybe
trying
50,
to think.
maybe.
I would say at least 55, probably 60.
No. What was the golf club by you was what, like 65, 70
So
when we went?
No, it's probably 60. It's probably 60 or something, or
Yeah.
even a little less.
Fairchild is significantly cheaper.
Actually, I'm
Look it
actually
up.
proud
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
you said this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, dude.
Nice, easy, clean, symmetrical, Tony.
Do we have any originals, or is it just a clean board, all new bites? Like, no.
No, we have some
All-time classic, Tony.
Okay.
you know.
Gentleman Jack.
If you had to say though, I mean, are we talking 10 new bites, 20 new bites? Like, what are we?
I would say between 8 and 11.
8 and 11.
8
Oh,
and 11, yeah.
anything that stands out as like a personal favorite of yours?
From the new ones?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Personal favorite.
Bringing up the rear.
That's kind of funny.
A little bit.
You like it?
All right. So why is this like okay? I do have this now. All right. So I want your final guess here. So we're gonna go. Are we going? I guess we could go weekday, weekend. So weekday, 18 holes with a cart.
45. Oh, with a cart?
Mhm.
Ooh. 55.
53.
Okay.
Weekend.
70.
No, 62.
Okay.
And then we'll go Gainer Brenner.
No, let's go.
All right. So it was 50.
362.
Okay. You need to write that down. You think this might be the most like unique start to a show I think we've ever had?
I could agree. I could agree more.
Half hour in, just gave a quick leaderboard update. I haven't talked about anything else.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we're going non-resident here. And I'm trying to. So Twilight is. See, they do go Twilight rate too, but all right. So during the week, it is. What is the cart fee? Okay, so during the week, it's $50 starting at 4, and then on the weekend, it's 72.
Wow. The weekend.
But I mean, there's really not too much difference. Like there really isn't anywhere. Like we just got a great deal at Norwich. It was 45.
That's sick.
Yeah, but a lot like get those type of deals, you have to, and it stinks because obviously you don't want to be like going till like it's dark out, but like you kind of have to get those deals. You have to start after 4, pretty much.
Yeah. It's Michael. He says, "Be live in studio. Can't wait. Love this show. Love you too. Love this life." He says,
"Let's go,
wow,
Michael. We're pumped to have you back." But is he referring to right now? You think, or is he saying like just soon, generally speaking?
Oh, I would think right now.
Right now, is he burst through the door?
Yeah.
Coffee's in hand.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Are you expecting it, or it would be a surprise?
No, it would be a surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, he does bring goodies sometimes, but I don't expect
maybe
it.
some. What's it called? Like the
banitza.
Yeah, the banitza, Michael. The banitza. Anyway, long-winded way of saying, Tony, and Prefer did allude to it, but also Prefer. Can you please just explain what's going on with this course? I'm just dying to know. And I know you're cracking up, like listening to this right now, but I just want to know, why is it not on Google Maps? Why is there no website? Why is it so difficult to find? Are you saying the name wrong? Like, what is it? Like, I know it's not the Illuminati Golf Club, so don't try to say that. All right. Anyway, so last night, I spent, yesterday, the day before, talking about how great, the offense has been, how, much of a relief it's been. And that last night was just back to the old ways. A 10-inning game, you get walked off on, and you lose 1-0, and you have 3 hits in 10 innings. And you had first and third, 1 out, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 10th. Couldn't get 1 run across. And I talk to you about this all the time. You're the home team. You prevent the visiting team from scoring in the top of the inning. You're winning that game. You don't even need a hit. You just need situational, moving the runners over. And, that's what they did. So it definitely was a little tough just because of the way they had been playing. But like I said last week, when they had a poor performance, it's like, it's annoying. It shouldn't have happened. But next time out, just take care of business. That's what I'm expecting them to do after an off day, after a flight to Los Angeles, where they'll have their weekend series. So I'm expecting a bounce back. And, of course, like we had mentioned, it'll be such a nice relief to get back Giancarlo Stanton and then welcome back Tommy Kahnle. A great higher leverage reliever, could kind of lighten the load on the Marinaccios and the Peraltas and the Holmes and the Kings. So I think that'll be great. Stanton in the middle of the lineup, especially with the Bader injury. They said he's going to miss a few weeks. So I would hope, and I know the numbers have suggested that Stanton hits better when he's in the field. So I don't see how it doesn't make sense to have Stanton right, Judge center, and then, whether it's IKF, whether it's Oswaldo Cabrera, whether it's Greg Allen, if he even stays on the roster, have them man left field. I mean, does that not make too much?
It makes perfect sense.
Right. And the thing is, Stanton, you're worried about injuries. The reason he got injured, he was running to second base. Like, it's whether he's in the field or he's a DH, he's going to be doing that anyway. So that had nothing to do with anything.
Getting injured?
Yeah. Like him playing the field. I'm saying he and before he came to the Yankees, he was played in the National League before there was a DH.
Yeah.
He was never DHing. So this idea that Giancarlo Stanton is married to the DH position, I don't think exists. And I like the fact that the production has been better. And I like too, and I know you've seen this since we started doing this show, whenever Stan's coming off an injury, he comes back and it's usually like a 1 for 20, 10 strikeouts type of scenario. But I think there's going to be a comfort level, an excitement, and a major desire to perform being in front of his home crowd in Los Angeles.
Yeah, dude. Are you at all fed up with the injuries with him at all? Honestly, dude.
It's yes, but I appreciate what he's done in the postseason.
Right.
And I want him for the postseason. So especially rest of this season, I mean, just give me 80% of the games, Giancarlo, and perform, and then I'll be happy. Don't go on that second half slide and the home run derby scenario and all that, and almost doing it and then playing the All-Star game and then missing all that time and not being the same. I hope he's healthy. I mean, he missed a lot of time. I mean, he was out since I believe it was like mid to late April. So he should be back, and I think he's so important because we've seen how he performs in the postseason, and I think obviously nobody performed against the Astros, but Stanton definitely the past couple of years has outperformed Judge in the postseason. I just wanted to see, I was curious, just kind of stat wise, what his numbers are in the postseason. Obviously, didn't, as far as I'm concerned, he definitely didn't play in the postseason with the Marlins. All right, let's see here. So do we have playoffs batting, advanced batting, postseason batting? Okay, all with the Yankees. So he's a 260 hitter, slugging 635, Tony. So he's hit 11 home runs in 110, or 96 at bats, 110 official plate appearances. So has done the job. Hit 2 home runs against Cleveland and then was 4 for 16 with an RBI against Houston. So I do think he almost, I don't know. I mean, not crazy to say that he kind of, because of you don't know where you're going to get and how good he can be, postseason wise, he kind of is an X factor for the Yankees.
Yeah, in terms of he's going to be winning games basically
and performing. I'm saying a lot hinges on him having success.
I mean, I feel like, I mean, the last time he was in the postseason,
Yeah, he had 2 home runs against
Yeah.
Cleveland, and then
So-
was okay against Houston. But the time before, I mean,
It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the
then
year
almost had
before
3
that.
home runs against the Red Sox.
Has he ever been unhealthy for the postseason?
So 2020, he missed some of the games, during the COVID
2020?
playoffs.
Okay.
But he still hit 6 home runs in 7 games.
Wow. It's pretty good.
And I think they lost all the games he didn't play too.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So that's a huge X factor. I love Canely. He never came into the studio, did he?
No.
You've heard though, obviously likable guy,
Oh,
kinda
yeah.
like pranks and all that stuff. Kind of like a Mark DeRosa.
Yeah. Love it.
And then Donaldson, I mean, it's so we went this long without having to have him. He had that re-aggravation of the injury. But am I crazy to think, Tony, that he'll have the same type of leash that Aaron Hicks has? Like if he is, hitting under 150, no home runs, striking out, that they're gonna just keep running him out there?
I mean, yeah, I could imagine they do keep running him out there. I mean, you think about it, they did get rid of Hicks. So, I mean, the next person on their list would have to be Donaldson. So if he keeps acting a fool, then yeah, he's out, dude.
Yeah. I think Hicks had 2 hits last night for Baltimore, growing the beard in, but stop, right? I mean, no way he's going to end up like being a contributor for them.
I don't think so.
I mean, just an emergency guy because Mullins is on the injured list now.
I think Sanchez did well for the Padres.
Well, he played?
I'm pretty sure.
Gotta look this up.
He was on the roster. Like
I knew they signed him. I didn't know that they had him on the roster. Let's see here. It's funny. His Wikipedia page is him wearing a Mets hat. Like it's like, what was he there for 5 minutes?
Yeah, really.
I guess he hit a home run yesterday. Could we play this? I want to see what he looked like hitting this home run.
Sure.
I know Prefer was riled to see it.
Let's see. Here we go. 15 hours ago. Yeah, this is it. It's gonna kill the volume.
Driven to left field, deep and far, and that ball is gone.
Oh, what's it?
Gary Sanchez with his first home run in a
I
Padres
mean,
uniform.
with a San Diego offense that is going with number 99, you think that was in tribute to Judge?
No.
They're close, Tony.
Yeah, maybe. What's his normal number?
What's his what?
Normal number. His usual number. I don't even know.
I feel like it was 26 or something.
26 sounds right.
Yeah. But in a San Diego offense that has struggled to score consistently, I don't know. I mean, if he runs into a couple, I'm sure they'll welcome it. I mean, I don't think Austin Nola has been hitting well.
Oh no,
the last couple of years, or really ever.
Yeah.
And he's saying he commented yesterday but ignored it. But this happened last night.
He commented on it. He commented. Mike and I saw it last night, but we had Craig.
Yeah.
He commented on the sports port on the video last night after it happened.
Oh, the comment section, not the live feed.
Right.
Yeah,
obviously when we were live.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. Yeah, ignored it. Prefer. I mean, come on.
I didn't ignore it. It's just like the show was over.
But you know what else he's ignoring? Why Deer Park is
the Deer Park. Yeah.
Is it? What is the thing called? Area what?
51.
Like,
Oh my God.
It's kind of turning into that, no?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Prefer, is it the Area 51 Golf Club? Is that what it's called? But while we wait on Prefer to finally answer that question, so like we said, offense was terrible. I mean, there's no need to break down everybody individually. I mean, nobody had a good game here. Let's be real. But in terms of the pitching, I mean, you had to feel at least fine about that. Clark Schmidt probably had the best start of his career, Tony. 1 out shy of a quality start, 5 2/3, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. So that is a positive that you could take away from yesterday. And I think, we're still, I would imagine, I mean, I'll double check, but I would imagine we're still months away from Carlos Rodon. So I guess, we're going to have Schmidt pitching for the foreseeable future in this rotation.
Yeah. He didn't do terrible.
Let's see. So 2 days ago. Okay, let's see. But what I was kind of getting at is I still, whenever it comes down to it, I still prefer to go with Herman, even though, obviously I don't like the whole sticky stuff and just the way he's handled himself, but I just think that he's probably a better starter. I know Schmidt outpitched him this time, and maybe he has the last couple times. Any insight there?
Herman. I don't know. I'm kind of tight on Herman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because of that whole thing. But even, or is it like you're almost alluding to the fact that Schmidt is going to be the next Michael King?
He might be like on the up, dude. I mean, it was, wasn't a horrible, start. He didn't have horrible
listen, I
numbers
mean, I
last
know
night,
Seattle's not, the Yankees of the early 2000s in terms of their lineup, but
Right.
it's not like the A's either.
Yeah, I mean, they have a decent lineup.
Yeah, and Julio Rodriguez. I mean, you would have thought he would have taken him deep.
They have power hitters for
Yeah.
sure.
So update on Rodon here. So on the Yankees West Coast trip, he threw 20 pitches on Monday in a high intensity bullpen. He said that the session went well and that he didn't experience any back issues while throwing all of his pitches. Fastball hit 93, which is faster than he reached in spring training. The Boone said the plan is for Rodon to throw 2 more bullpens on this road trip. And then from there, he would move to live sessions in a 5-day schedule before a rehab assignment. The idea of facing live hitters soon thrilled the left-hander. I need it, while adding that being around his teammates over the last few days is energizing. So, I mean, with that being said, I'm thinking 6 weeks. If you think about the ramp-up process.
Yeah, 6 weeks sounds good.
So here we are, the 1st of June. So, I mean, we're talking right around the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Which
second week of July, basically.
Which is, I think it's fine if he's going to be healthy the rest of the way. I mean, clearly, I know obviously Tampa has the lead, but I mean, you look at their record, they're 10 games over 500. I mean, it's not a complete disaster as it could have been.
No, you got some room here.
And then, if he could just stay healthy, is during his Yankee tenure, it'll be fine. And it'll be one of those things, that they always say, like when you get somebody back from injury, it's like making that acquisition at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So
we have a comment from Prefer if you want to hit it, dude.
Yeah, I kind of saw part of it, but the camera's blocking part of it. So
you call me lying? I don't golf. I made up the Deer Park golf course.
So Justin's in on it.
I guess. I thought Justin was saying on Long Island because you said in.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. But Prefer, I know you're being sarcastic, but could you link us to the website though? Because why is there no website? We could say whatever we want here, but there's never been one golf course, Tony, that didn't have a website.
You think he's lying now that he's saying that we caught him lying?
Yes.
Really?
You think he's actually being contrite?
I mean, I don't know, dude. There's no Deer Park golf course, it seems. Like, what the fuck?
You're actually getting tight about it. Yeah, there's got to be a course map or something. Because what was the thing you were looking at? That wasn't. Remember, you were looking at something and it showed like yardage and. Oh, but is this not in Long Island?
I have no idea. I mean,
look at this
website.
Down. They usually do like a location at the bottom, like an address tag.
I don't know, dude.
Nothing.
This isn't like look at this website. Looks so like weak. Like, whose fucking website is this?
You think Prefer just made it right now through AI?
I mean, it's possible, dude. Yeah, this is nothing, dude. Why are you looking it up now, dude?
I'm just gonna check. Let me just see real quick here.
I got Shinnecock up here.
Shinnecock. Yeah, there's no unless if it Dix Hills, I will say that's a golf course, but other than that, Prefer there's no Deer Park golf course. All right. So
all right.
Anyway, so and then the bullpen, Peralta gave you 2 scoreless. Holmes gave you an inning and a third where he struck out 3. So that was great. Marinaccio, I mean, what do you want him to do? He comes in, runner on second, nobody out, and gives up a single to Cal Raleigh. I don't think you really could have avoided it in that situation. So no qualms about the pitching. Offensive rebound in Los Angeles. Looking forward to getting the reinforcements back. So that's where we are with the travel day today. I know Tony is in a little bit of more of a joyous mood after the Mets with their second straight win over the Phillies.
Yes, that's correct, dude. So the Mets kind of take 2 out of 3 here. Actually, we're playing again today, so
they have taken 2 out of the first 3 games. Opportunity to take 3 out of 4.
That's what I'm.
1:00 game this afternoon.
1:10.
Who's pitching?
Scherzer.
10 strikeouts.
Yeah, gotta be. And it's Scherzer versus Walker too.
Wow.
Yeah, so it should be a good game, dude. Anyway, though, coming to last night, as you did say, the Mets did win 4-1, dude. And we had Carlos Carrasco on the mound last night. He did a very good job, and we'll get to him in a little bit. But let me just take you through some of the scoring. As the Phillies did score first with a Sosa solo shot to left center. That was off of a sinker, low and away for Sosa. And he was able just to kind of chase it and pull it, making it 1-0. But that inning, Carrasco was able to kind of get out of it. He gave him another single, but then he had a ground out, 2 ground outs and a strikeout that inning alone. And then as the Mets been doing so much this season, bottom of the third here, we got a 4-pitch walk to Daniel Vogelbach, who gets on base. And then Mark Canha cranks one to left center, off of a cutter that was 86, middle, and just absolutely took it deep, which was nice to see, making that, 2-run dinger there, down by 1. Now all of a sudden you're up by 1, making the game 2-1. And then the rest of the scoring, bottom of the fourth here. This inning starts out with Alonso getting a single, getting on first base. Beatty gets walked. Vogelbach gets walked. So bases are juiced here. Alonso's on third, Beatty on second, Vogelbach on first. Mark Canha again is at the plate with an RBI, a 2 RBI single. Alonso and Beatty come around. A great hit by Canha. It was a sinker that was actually really high in the strike zone. So it was definitely like above Canha's eyesight, and then he was anticipating the sink down, and then it's it sinks down middle of the plate here, and he just kind of pulls that into the outfield to get a nice RBI single. You'll have to see that from Canha. So that makes it 4-1, and that's the rest of the scoring there. In terms of how they closed it out, the Mets used Ottavino and Robertson both on the back-to-back days, so pretty impressive there by both of those. You look at Ottavino at first, pitching for the Mets. He comes in top of the 8th. Rayleigh, I think, strikes out Harper. Then they pull him, put in Ottavino, gets 2 outs here, strikeout and a fly out, saving the game in the 8th. And then into the 9th, we have Robertson again pitching on the back-to-back. Real Mutu's up at first. He flies out to center field. Brendan Marsh reaches on an infield single that was off of Robertson's glove and then dribbled out into the outfield. Very unfortunate for Robertson right there. And then after that, Clemens hit by pitch. So you're thinking, all right, like Robertson, poor play, ball off his glove, gives up a single, then hits a batter. And all of a sudden, you get 2 men on, tying run at the plate. What does Robertson do? Robertson strikes out the next 2 batters. Both on 4 pitches too. And he struck out Sosa on a knuckle curve, struck out Stott.
Bryson I thought it was Stout. Or no,
Stott.
It is Stott because it's Stout EU. Stouts suck, by the way, no?
Guinness.
Not Guinness, though. I'm talking about
most other stouts do.
like especially a light,
dude.
like a blonde stout.
A blonde stout or milk stout.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait, so because and this is probably a stupid
Brian.
question. I'm sorry, Tony.
You got to get back into place here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, here we go.
But stout, does that mean it's mixed with coffee?
Yeah.
Okay. So
But then there are actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Guinness has coffee in it.
No, it doesn't have coffee in it. Maybe coffee beans.
That's what it has to
I don't
be.
think so. There's only 4 ingredients in Guinness, and I'm pretty sure it's like wheat, barley, hops, maybe coffee beans.
Yeah.
Yeast.
It's funny how
Yeast is the
Bryson
4th.
Stott got us started on that.
Yeah, I know, really. We're on one today.
Yeah, I would say so.
But Mets going to win, 4-1, as I mentioned, using Ottavino and Robertson back-to-back. Robertson closing it out again here. You really love to see that. And then Mark Canha, at the end of the day, I mean, he was, involved, responsible for all of the scoring. The Mets scored 4 runs. Canha had 4 RBIs, was 2 for 3 yesterday. You appreciate that. And then Carlos Carrasco did actually have a good outing. 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, which that walk didn't come until the 5th inning, I think. 4 Ks. And that 1 earned run was a solo shot in the 3rd inning. Settled down. Again, he was someone we know about Carrasco. I mean, his fastball hits 91 on the gun. It's nothing crazy. He uses a lot of off speed. And for yesterday, I understand the Phillies are a struggling team and everything, but you got to admit he looked pretty good. He was painting corners. He went to that changeup countless times to get the strikeout, which was nice to see. So overall, good game. Also, I don't know if you saw, but who's the Garrett Wilson, the receiver for the Jets?
Yeah, he was at the game.
Not only at the game, throughout the first pitch.
There we go.
Throughout the first pitch to Brett Beatty. Went to high school together. The two of them are very close friends.
What a great story, honestly.
Right? Great story, dude. So that was nice to see. And yeah, of course, Beatty had a solid game too. He got on base, came around a couple times, was walked once. But I mean, yeah, you gotta be happy with the win. I know it's the Phillies. We're kind of on to the next game, that is, which is today. But then also like we gotta start looking ahead. Blue Jays, Braves coming up, and then obviously, I think it's Pirates then Yankees. But this game, I mean, Scherzer's got to come out here. I mean, you're our ace. We kind of got by the Phillies with Senga and Carrasco. It's great because, I mean, even though the Phillies are slumping those two pitchers, you're like, I don't know. But they had great starts, quality starts for sure. Hoping Scherzer has a really good start against the Phillies here. Again, a lineup that's been kind of struggling. And then, it's running back against the Blue Jays. So big game today. Like I said, 110. Actually, let's see if the
lineup should be out, right?
Lineup should be out, dude. If it's not,
Escobar leading off, Vogelback batting second.
No, you're not.
Pham third.
Stop it. Let's see. Lineup we do have out. Mets lineup is Nimmo in center field, Lindor obviously at short, batting second. McNeil playing second, third. Alonso batting cleanup, Beatty batting fifth, Marte after him, Vogelback seventh, Kana, and Francisco Alvarez.
All right, nice to see Alvarez there.
Nice to see Alvarez still there too. Nito did play yesterday.
So why is Vogelback playing instead of Vientos?
That's a very good question, dude.
Do any like Mike Lupica or anybody, they ask Buck this at the press conferences?
No. No, actually, yes, they have, and Buck is like, oh, we just like Vogelback stuff.
Could we go stats on Vogelback right now?
Like for the season?
Yeah.
Let's look it up. Let's go baseball reference. Vogelback. I mean, I don't know. It's his. I think he has like maybe 16 RBIs, maybe. Like, let's see what we got here. 270 pounds, by the way. 105 at bats. He has 23 hits, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs, slugging .314.
So
OPS of 679.
But like, I know besides a basic Tony answer of
last 5 games he has 1 hit.
He just likes veterans. What is it really though? If you had to, I know it doesn't make sense and you don't know, but if you had to say, what is it really that he's so intent on getting him in the lineup?
I don't know.
Like
there's no reason to have him.
Yeah, it's not like he has a big contract either.
No. DFA him, dude.
Do you think he's going to get DFA'd at some point?
I really hope so. He has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Really just is a embarrassment.
It really is ridiculous that he's on the team and the lineup starting. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. I understand. Like bring up someone else. To bring up anyone else. Honestly, bring up Mauricio if you want. Bring up someone else, dude. But I mean, you gotta like the lineup besides him today.
And you know what today signifies, Tony? The end of the previous pick segment,
right, dude.
62-58 in your favor. So today begins another one.
Wait, do I get the glove? Is that what we did?
It was the glove, yeah.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Just don't touch the Bader hat.
Yeah. That's so funny. Where is that golden glove? Is it under the hat?
Yep.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Make sure you didn't steal it, dude.
So I guess we're going to what? August 1st on this next one?
August 1st sounds good, dude.
All right. Do we still know this?
Are you kidding?
Wow, dude. Prefer
coming in hot. It is. That's funny. Man, that's good stuff. That is good stuff for sure.
What?
So
no.
You heard me call it out though, or no?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll go to August 1st. We had the glove last time. Tony wins that. I mean,
I won the glove, Michael. I won. I'm the Golden Glove winner, baby.
what?
No, we
it
just
was
did
a
a
2 month pick
months.
segment.
Yeah.
What do we got for this one, Tony? I think it's your turn to come up with what we're going for here.
Okay. Well, obviously the Golden Glove. Of course, get the hold the Gold Glove. Did we do anything else besides the glove?
No. But I'm saying for the new one, we're just gonna keep going glove like back and forth.
We got glove and something else, dude.
You're the winner. You gotta come
All
up.
right, let's do glove and dinner.
All right.
Um,
Michael as a witness, because I feel like sometimes we don't hold ourselves
no,
accountable.
let's do legit dinner at that person's choice of restaurant.
Yeah. Very good. Very.
Unless you want to pick a specific one right now, we can do that too.
I think we could just say the winner's choice of the restaurant.
Well, yeah, obviously it wouldn't be the loser's choice.
Well, I just wanted you to clarify,
Yeah,
Tony.
okay, good,
all right,
good.
August 1st, and then I'm gonna put dinner in all capitals. I know we got a short slate today. Do we have 6 games on the schedule?
I know the Yankees are off. The Mets are playing, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There we go. Good enough.
Just enough.
My
first pick, dude.
But tell us how we get there.
Matt Scherzer, 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 earned run. There was about maybe 109 pitches, 12 Ks. Taiwan Walker,
Shelled?
5 innings, 6 earned runs, a couple walks, dude. Lineup absolutely gelling together. I'll give Marcano maybe we'll go 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, continue a little bit of a hot streak here. Of course, Francisco Alvarez coming back in the 9-hole the way he likes it.
Wow.
The hell's wrong with you guys? A dinger for Alvarez, a dinger for Pete Alonso as well, 21st of the season. And I'll give Lindor and Nimmo an RBI too. Mets win, I'll say 6-1.
Like it.
6-1, dude.
I'm gonna stay on
6-1, Michael.
the matinee theme here, and I'm gonna take the Padres and Joe Musgrove, who pitched well last time out against the Yankees. Against Jesus Luzardo. I know a guy that Tony, I think, is a little skeptical on. Yeah. I thought you said he's not really that good, right?
Well, when you play the Mets, you got fucking shelled, dude.
4-3, 3.67.
He's not terrible though.
No,
Yeah, he's held it down a little
bit.
But
I think even though Musgrove obviously way worse numbers, 5.64, I do think he probably, when he's right, is a better pitcher.
Yes, absolutely.
And I do think, listen, I mean, obviously, it's been a train wreck with San Diego, the lineup, just all the high price guys. But I think, in Miami, in front of a crowd, I mean, could you imagine, Tony? I want to say, they do paid attendance, but it's not actually people there. I think there might be less than 1,000 people in attendance today.
Are you serious?
No, the game hasn't started, but I'm just saying.
I know. I think
Thursday, no one goes to these games anyway, and then it's 1 o'clock on a Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be light. So, point being,
1,000 though.
Yeah. Point being,
that's what you're going for.
No pressure. I mean, and I would imagine, hopefully they haven't been hitting the Miami nightlife too hard.
You love the Miami nightlife between the Heat and the Marlins. It's
the finicky fans there. No, but the Marlins never had fans. You know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think Musgrove can hold a weak lineup at bay here. And I could see Soto and Tatis homering. A nice, easy peasy 5-2 victory over the Marlins.
Sorry.
That's fine.
There is.
Nice, easy, clean, symmetrical, Tony.
All right, dude. I guess under 1,000. I don't know. I think you willing to put money on that?
No, I mean, all right. But but you know how they do paid attendance than actual attendance? I mean, it's not going to be more than $5,000. No, I don't know. I know I said grand, but 5,000.
No, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, my next game here. Just looking at the docket again. Limited. How are the Reds looking, dude? Hunter Green.
That's Dwayne. Hunter Green. Actually, I'm glad you said that because I've missed his last 2 starts for fantasy because he always has day games. Is it another day game?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is a night
game.
game.
I keep forgetting to put him
7-10
in my starting lineup.
His last outing was good too. 6 innings against the Cubs.
Yeah, he seems like he's turned the corner.
Of no hits. Before, I mean, you saw against the Yankees though, he gave up 4 runs over 7.
Yeah,
which isn't horrible.
But I think he's one of those
Struck
guys.
Out 10.
You could see the arm talent. He's going to be a pretty good player.
Matchup against Chris Sale.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to touch that. Just real quick, dude. Oh man, these games today. Give me the Blue Jays. I think you took the Brewers yesterday. They lost, right? Yeah, the Brewers lost
Yeah.
them. Yeah. Yeah. Give me the Blue Jays here. Looking to take 2 out of 3. On this series, get Gaussman on the mound. We know about him. And I just feel like I think Vladdy had a dinger last night, I believe. Right? Give me another dinger for Vladdy. No, you suck, dude. And give me a dinger too for Springer, baby.
For who?
Springer. At a right field, I'll say Toronto wins this one. I'll say 3-1.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, symmetrical.
I'm surprised where the confidence in the Blue Jays. I mean, they've been scuffling.
I just think Gaussman against the Brewers. Come on, dude. I feel like it's the hand.
Does Manoah finish with the ERA under 4.5?
Yes. What's that now? Do you know?
5.5.
Jesus, is it really?
Yeah.
I think he can get below 4.5. Yeah. I mean, come on, he was so good last year.
No, I know. And he was good the year before that too. Definitely kind of odd to see. So you know,
I know, tough pick'ems today.
It is. I guess just give me the Astros. I feel like Valdez against this Angels lineup. I know, Trout and Ohtani occasionally hit dingers, but Reed Detmers, like many have, you pitch the no-hitter, and then the follow-up is pretty tough. We saw David Cohn. I mean, we were talking about that perfect game the other day. I mean, he didn't really recover from his perfect game. I mean, it literally took every ounce of effort out of him, and he wasn't the same after. Hopefully that's not the case for Detmers, but you never know. But all of that is a way to say, the Astros have been hot recently. I think Valdez gives them a nice representative, a 6 innings, 2 earned, 7 strikeout type of thing. I can see Alvarez, maybe hitting 2 home runs. And I know they haven't been scoring a ton, a little bit inconsistent offensively, but I'm going to say 5-1 Astros.
Love it, dude. 5-1 Astros. Jeez. I guess give me the Diamondbacks tonight.
Zach Davies popped last time.
Really?
I mean, I don't think he made it out of the 3rd.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he did. He made it into the 4th. 3 1/3, 2 earned runs against LA. 4 1/3, 5 earned runs. That's tough, dude. He's just kind of getting popped.
Yeah.
4-game set here, by the way, for Colorado, Arizona. So far, Arizona has won the first 3. So, I mean, you could say law of averages,
right?
But this guy Seabold, I mean, he pitched against the Mets too. He sucks. Give me the Diamondbacks. Why not, dude? They've been hitting well, going for the clean sweep of 4-game set here. Arizona, look at the last 3 games against the Diamondbacks, against the Rockies, excuse me. They scored 18 runs in the past 3 games. We're giving up 10, so plus 8 run differential. Let me see Diamondbacks here winning this game. I'm gonna say 4-2, and that's gonna be my picks, dude. Tough day to start off a new fucking. I'm not that confident right now.
I mean, I have to take the Reds. How about that?
I
mean, obviously, it's nice to pick against the Red Sox.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody's saying that's not fun.
It's also nice to try and get these wins,
Right.
Like, ooh.
Right, exactly. But we've seen the Red Sox after a pretty good start.
Oh, yeah.
Scuffling of recent, Sale on the hill. We talked about Green's good performance last time out. And I just feel like, I could see Green having a nice start. Sale, I mean, he's definitely pitched better of late, for sure. But that almost makes me think because actually
gonna get popped.
Yeah. So if you look at his last 5 starts, he's had 4
this
starts.
Could get ugly quick
where he gave up 2 runs or less. And let's see. And then he had 3 starts where he had at least 8 strikeouts, and he hasn't had more than 1 walk. So he's been sharp. He's been striking people out. They've won 4 out of the 5 games. But I think this is a loss here. I think Green, 12 strikeouts, the Fenway faithful. I mean, game against the Reds here. I mean, I think the attendance is probably going to be weak for this one. No?
Blowing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, dude.
So I think the Reds in a low scoring game defeat the Red Sox here. Let's just say 3-1.
Okay, I like that. Doable.
Definitely doable for sure. Kind of curious too, just before we switch gears here, do a little check because I was talking attendance. This is actually I knew you always get excited for this. All right, so give me Mets average crowd.
Average.
Mm-hmm.
29 and change.
Actually, 31,839.
Okay.
So I think that's an improvement.
That is.
What do you think the Yankees is?
37.
39,858. Who do you think's in first?
Overall, the whole league?
Mhm.
Ooh. Oh, I'm always so bad at that.
They've been there recently at the top.
Houston?
No, Houston is 37,007th.
I don't know, dude.
Just think about why would they be number one? Why would a lot of people go to the game?
Dodgers
47,375
on average.
on average.
That's fucking nuts.
So they've already driven what's the word? I guess had 13 or 1.3 million fans already this season. In comparison, Oakland has had 268,926. Tampa, actually, I think, if we go back the last couple of years, this is a big improvement. They're averaging 17,360. They were like around 10, 11.
That's crazy.
That's another 6,000 fans. And then, San Diego, fifth, 38,638. Philly, right behind the Yankees, 39,455. Boston actually behind the New York Metropolitans. That's how you know
Wow.
Boston's not drawing. 31,183.
That's crazy.
Just want to see here too. The Fenway Park
Capacity. Can't be that much.
37,755.
Wow.
So they're having an empty 6,000 for a team that had a solid streak that went out in 5, 6, 7, 8 years, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you this before the season. I don't know if you remember, but I said I had a cab driver who's from Boston that was giving me a ride.
Yeah.
And he said the fans are so pissed, Hyde Bloom, all of that.
Yeah.
Better re-sign Devers, and that they canceled some big corporate outing there at the John Hancock Club that was probably, $50,000 or something. His daughter usually had a work event there. They canceled it because of the unhappiness with the team. And I know they're staying afloat, but I still think just general direction, people don't like what they've done. And it's showing up in the attendance.
Yeah, dude. I mean, rightfully so.
Because I think they almost for a while took pride in themselves as like, we're gonna have the best environment.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming to these games, even if we're good or bad. Not the case right now.
Yeah, no. And they need to figure it out quick.
Yeah, exactly. St. Louis draws better than the Yankees, 39,967. I mean, we're splitting hairs here. We're
literally
about 1,000 difference. I mean,
a lot of people.
Yeah.
I still can't believe the Dodgers, they average 47,000 people.
I know. And then, I guess like people.
Matthew says, yeah, okay, but first.
Good to get Matt to come in on that one.
Yeah.
But I would imagine for the Dodgers, everybody, I guess, just like the Yankees, is taking the subway there.
Yeah,
I would think, because we know the LA traffic, and I did pass by the outside of Dodger Stadium last year when I was there, and I think it's set back, so maybe that makes it a little easier to get there.
Yeah,
I'm guessing. But yeah, like we had said before, I definitely really want to go to a game there. And just looking at some other figures here, Toronto, which has struggled at times for attendance, they're at 36,000. So despite not even start, they're drawing the fans. Your bottom five: Oakland 8,675, Miami 12,257, Kansas City 15,291, and Pittsburgh 16,903. And then Tampa 17,360. We talked about the progress there. But for Pittsburgh, with that stadium backdrop, that is like, how do you gotta figure that out?
I know.
That imagine like big playoff games with that, seeing all the infrastructure, the river,
so beautiful.
That's definitely one I want to check out for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's good stuff there. Is Michael still lingering in the hallway? Do we know?
I think he went outside, dude.
Can we get him back up?
Yeah, you want me to call him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try.
Let's see if we can get him on the line.
Let's see if we can get Michael on the line here. Oh, I don't think it's coming through right now. We're trying. Uh-oh.
Nada.
42032120989.
I thought you were gonna leave a message.
No.
That Michael's always listening. So I hope that he'll come sprinting up the stairs as we go to the worlds of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
All right. So game one of the finals tonight. One thing around the NBA I just wanted to mention here, which I think is kind of interesting. So we had talked about the coaching carousel, Nick Nurse taking over for Doc Rivers in Philadelphia. But yesterday, the Pistons hiring Monty Williams, the former Phoenix Suns coach, and giving him $78 million. And I'm not to say that Monty Williams, isn't a good head basketball coach, but he's not Red Auerbach. And I know, you probably had to do that to get him to come to Detroit, because we know the dumpster fire that Detroit has been, since the heyday of Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton. It's just not an attractive job at this point. And I want to say Dwayne Casey was the coach there, who had coached the Raptors previously. So it's the largest coaching deal in NBA history. He was 194 and 115 in the regular season, but 27 and 19 in the playoffs for Phoenix. And it was Dwayne Casey, who actually is moving into the front office. And Casey, who had coached the team for the last 5 years, had a winning percentage of 315, 121, and 263. The Pistons have gone 7 straight campaigns without finishing over 500. Their last winning season was 2015 and 16.
Wow.
You do have Cade Cunningham there, but he only played in 12 games before shin surgery. But, I know they're desperate. But does it seem a little ridiculous, Tony? Largest deal in NBA history for a guy that went to one NBA Finals, has a decent winning percentage, but that's it.
Yeah, it does seem like a lot, dude.
How
much is the next biggest one? Do you know? Like, how far off are we?
Let's see. Oh, they're going top 5 earners here. Let's see. I hate when they do it like a weird way.
I know, it's so annoying.
All right, Popovich, $11.5 million per year. Kerr, 9.5. Spoelstra, 8.5, and Rick Carlisle, 7.25. So
Wow.
78 over 6.
Oh my gosh, really? It's like 13. 15.
13. Yeah. So to be making more than Greg Popovich, Tony. I mean,
It's pretty
wow.
crazy.
And it's funny though, because he's coming off just getting fired. Obviously, would like to have some stability, but he wasn't walking in there for a penny less. The way that they've fired coaches over there, the way they've lost.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously, Cade Cunningham, if he's going to come back and be healthy, at least you have that. But definitely, a situation to monitor. And I do wonder too, is Doc Rivers gonna resurface anywhere? I don't know. I'm trying to think. The Bucks haven't named the coach. You have Coach Bud out there as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the carousel. I know obviously players running the league this year, so it's not as important maybe as it used to be, but at the same time, I think definitely can make a difference if you have the right guy there in place for sure. And I think that's evident with the Heat. I mean, they finished the season 44-38, have to play in the play-in, and went 17-24 away from Miami this year, but yet they find themselves as an 8 seed in the NBA Finals, and it's, I think, Spoelstra's 6 finals, and I want to say it's 13 years as the Heat head coach. So pretty much making one every other year, give or take. And then, on the Nuggets side of things, their first NBA Finals. Mike Malone has done a good job, since coming over there, the former Laker assistant. And we talked about what heavy favorites they are, specifically for this game tonight, which is 8:30 ABC. Mark Jackson and the boys on the call with Mike Breen and Jeff Van Gundy. I'm sure Lisa Salters from the sideline. 9-point favorites today or tonight. We know about Jokic. We know about Murray. And I know basketball is different. So, I mean, 9 seems insane, but I guess just a lot of these games aren't close.
Right.
What are your thoughts? I mean, do you think that there's some value, for Prefer? Maybe, he's got his DraftKings account. He wants to hit on something quick. I mean, is a +9 dangerous here taking the Heat, or you think that's the sharp play?
Yeah, I don't think they win by 9, dude. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah. I mean, usually Miami's not getting blown out. And what do you think about? I think it's 10 days off for Denver. I mean, what do you think about that?
True. That's the only thing. I mean, I don't know, dude. They say we see it sometimes. I feel like in a lot of sports where, a team like the Heat are on a roll. They've been playing. They're used to it. And sometimes like teams that, they're so good that, they swept whoever, but then they get all these days off. And it's just like, as an athlete, as a former athlete, it does take time, I would imagine. Well, for me, to get back in that mental state of like, all right, like this is going to be like some cutthroat basketball. Like this is it, like do or die. And they've, the Heat have seen it sooner, than the Nuggets have. Of course, maybe the Nuggets practices, I'm sure, have been pretty, they go hard, but still like it's going to be different. It's certainly, there's a difference. So I don't know. You could see maybe the Nuggets coming out a little soft, a little flat-footed, a little complacent, a little bit like, all right, like we're gonna just maybe even roll through them. But I don't think they will. I think you could get that with some teams. You've seen it in the past, but I don't know. I mean, I just feel like they're gonna use that to their advantage, being well rested, having the Heat playing 7 games against the Celtics, 7 hard games. Going to Denver, where you would imagine because of the fatigue that he'd have, I mean, the altitude would probably take even more, of a factor in their play. So I think it's certainly going to benefit the Nuggets. We're going to see I think we're going to see it a lot tonight.
Yeah, they had a graphic. I think Miami is 6 feet above sea level, and then like Denver, I don't know, 8,000 or something. Dude. Ridiculous like that. But we've talked about this before too, how I'm sure it makes somewhat of a difference, but they haven't won a championship, so it doesn't make that much of a difference, I think, as it's portrayed. Tickets as low as $507 tonight for this game. And just, I know, because I get tight, believe me, that some people think Vegas with these lines and stuff runs the world. They know what's going to happen, all of that. But the one thing I do have to say is because of the long layoff, because of the high number, because of the impressiveness of what Miami did hanging in there against Boston, not blowing it, making it to the finals in 8 seed, that 9, they should cover 9. And I think it was 2 out of their previous 5 games they didn't cover 9. So it's been kind of a 50-50 scenario, maybe, obviously a little more. But so that's why I think actually Denver will cover the 9, and maybe it'll be just barely. Maybe it's like, 110, 100. But I do think, Denver's going to win this one to kind of set the tone for the series. Miami's shot, I think, will come next game in game 2. And then, you look at the total here, 218.5. I would say take the under of that as well. I think it's very common to see that type of total. And, it's going to go to 230. And it's just like, I could see it being lower scoring. I think, there's some good defense on both sides of this one. What do you think about the under at 218.5?
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can hit the under. I think you can.
And then what's the margin for the Nuggets victory here?
Maybe 5.
Okay, so tight, maybe even tied going into the fourth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jokic, another 30-point triple-double as he always does.
Oh yeah.
What about Jimmy Jordan?
Jimmy Jordan, I will say, I don't know, give me like 39 points out of him, 12 assists.
Yeah. And I could see him having a big game. I just saw some video. Obviously, we all know this. He's just saying how he wants to win a championship.
I think he will. I mean, he's going to put it all out there.
Are you a little disappointed right now that we don't have Michael here talking Jimmy Jordan?
Yes. No,
just
definitely.
Specifically Jimmy Jordan.
I really thought he was going to be around.
Well, because that's
came
why he
in.
commented. He came in. Doesn't give you a coffee and then just dips. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
The gall.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. And I could definitely see this being a compelling series, but I think it's one that the Nuggets are meant to win their first, NBA Finals.
Really?
That
who did you predict, by the way, way back in the horseshoe, the first week we had it? Do you remember?
To win the title?
I think you were shading the Nuggets.
Probably, but that's a story for a different day, right?
I think I had the Nuggets winning. I think.
You might have. I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that. So the only other thing, Tony, that I wanted to do
Another
is
update?
just, one more update here. And my guy, Danny Willett, 4 under through 16, tied with Matt Wallace, top of the leaderboard here. So Willett through 16, Wallace through 13. You got a bunch of guys at 3 under, including Adam Hadwin, Denny McCarthy, and Keith Mitchell. Taylor Montgomery, the rookie, 2 under through 16. He's tied for 9th. Shane Lowry, tied for 9th at 2 under as well. John Rahm, who got off to a little bit of a tough start here, 1 under through 12, started on the back 9. So he's tied for 16th right now. And, we talked about how he's won here, had another victory taken away. So he's kind of had an interesting round. Like I said, he started on 10. Parred his first 7 holes, had a birdie on his 8th, but then bogeyed his 9th and 10th holes before birdieing the last 2.
Jeez.
And right now he's looking at a 31-foot birdie putt on the 4th green, a par 3. So I think, like we would expect, Rahm will play a factor this weekend. Whether he wins or not, I think that's left up for debate, but he's going to be in the conversation.
Yeah, no, definitely, dude.
So yeah, pumped for this.
Is John Rahm breaking any records? Is he on pace to break any records in terms of earning in a year or?
Yeah, the earnings in the year. That's actually one thing that we'll do here. So let's see. John. And that we had talked about that maybe 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, so long ago.
Just gonna go season earnings here. Okay, so in his career, he's made $49,524,000. And then let's see, this season. Of course, it doesn't. Oh, okay. This season, he's made $14.5 million. And let's see what the record is. So, so last year, Scotty had the record. So he already has the record. The record was $14.046 million.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I mean, he throw in a major championship or two. Imagine if he wins. It might even be more than 10 million. I know tour championships at least 10 million. So imagine if he does that. I mean,
that's ridiculous.
And then wins a major too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's approaching $30 million in 1 year, and he's only made 50 for his career. So excited to see how he plays and talk about, the first round results and even the start of the second round tomorrow. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Other than that, Tony, anything you wanted to mention here on the way up?
No, I think that's basically it for me, huh?
Do we have screen time mapped out for tomorrow?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Are you excited? Do you have like something?
Always excited.
Is there more plumbers, or that's next week?
No, Plumbers is over actually. Dude.
Was it a short
5?
series?
Yeah, 5 episode limited series, dude.
1 to
So,
10, go.
I think I gave it like a 9.1.
So you were riled then.
Yeah, no, it was a great series.
Wow.
It was hilarious. It was funny. It was like
And
dramatic.
Where can you catch this?
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Which is now just the Max app. They just call it Max now. They just transitioned over to Max, dude.
All right. And High Noon just with Manny tomorrow?
High Noon just with Manny.
Jay from the car?
Possibly.
Hopefully that's
Hopefully he's all right,
else.
dude. Yeah.
From the hospital bed.
But yeah, dude, it's gonna be good, dude. We're it's new month, June. A lot of good June releases coming out, dude.
And how about this, Tony, too? We talk about the month of June. Well, first of all, and this is obviously, one day short of this, but Sam's brother's birthday, Sam's brother Matt, his birthday was yesterday.
Okay.
And
dinner and everything.
Yeah, dinner was great. It got the same dish with the seafood and everything. I just felt like a loser posting the same meal, twice in 2 weeks. So I didn't post that one. But yeah, so his birthday was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's birthday is the 13th.
Oh,
my
shit.
birthday is the 19th, and then my Sam's birthday is the 22nd. Is
No
that
kid-
insane?
All in June. That's
And then
crazy,
Carm's
dude.
birthday was 2 weeks ago.
Wow. That's awesome.
Unbelievable.
What do we do?
But also,
hey,
like-
I thought you moved away. I had spent so long.
Wow, yeah, Barnes has jokes today.
Yeah, he does.
Kind of nice that Michael here just at the buzzer.
I know you called me. I was talking to Sandy, building manager of the Knowlton, where Downtime Studios are.
Yeah, no. That's and we were just talking a little Jimmy Jordan.
Yeah.
The game tonight.
Dude.
A couple questions.
Dude,
here.
do you remember that game with Markeith and Jokic and the brothers? You don't remember this?
Yes, no, we talked about it last year.
This is going to be
Yeah.
huge. This is going to be, dude, people don't forget that.
And I'm. Are you planning? I know
I'm going to
obviously-
watch it.
But are you planning start to finish close game? Are you honestly planning on that?
Yes. The
Really?
whole series.
Most excited you've been for an NBA game in a while? Or
Yeah. That's the first time I've been excited all season.
No? Wow.
And I said, you better come.
Wow.
Manny, Michael.
Yeah.
You do a lot of I feel like range with your voice.
Thank you. I'm going to definitely be a cartoon actor for us one
Oh my
day.
God, you want to talk rain?
Oh, dude. This is great. That's a great soundbite.
Yeah,
it's so
Tony
funny.
did a great job with the bites. He incorporated a couple.
You've got
of
a great
perfectly.
singing voice, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Were you listening when we had the whole controversy with Prefer the golf course?
No, tell me a little.
So
I was listening.
He
You guys.
told us his golf course, and we look it up. It's not on Google Maps.
Deer Park Golf Course. He
Yeah,
said.
yeah. He said it's in Long Island. It's not on Google Maps. It's not on Google My Business. And then he says he made it up, but we're not sure if he's kidding. And then we thought Justin DeVillis was saying that it's on Long Island, but I think that was just a play on words.
Yes.
Now that the course exists, but it's like everything's AI with Prefer. I mean, really,
It's a little odd.
yeah,
We could find out.
yeah. I hope we find out soon. That's for sure. And then game tonight, series in general. I mean, is it 7?
I think
is
it's
it
7.
a one
6 or
possession game tonight?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be. I think, dude, it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna see like Jordan, Byron Russell, but Murray as the Byron.
Yeah.
like 7 game.
Wow.
And honestly, I could see. And I don't call me crazy, but I could see Jimmy Butler retiring, or just playing one more if there's like a Dame coming. Spoelstra's talking to him, but he's so. Do you know how obsessed he is with his coffee business?
I didn't
even
about
know.
that.
Yeah.
He's so obsessed with coffee and espresso. That is what he's gonna do. It's like I forgot the brand name, but it's like $5 or $5 for a coffee.
Big Face.
Big Face. He's gonna start opening up stores after he's done with his playing career and help coffee brew, like, what is it called? Farmers, coffee farmers
Yeah,
yeah.
in
Okay,
South
yep.
America.
Mhm.
That's cool.
A lot. Yeah, he's really cool with it.
It does look sleek. This is a great website.
No, yeah.
This website's cool as fuck.
This is he's like obsessed and he wants to work at like one of the locations.
Interesting. It's not. I don't think it's like available.
it's
yet.
not. It's
Pre-order.
not.
It's on,
Yeah.
it's on pre-order.
It's not
I'm
available.
actually excited to try this.
Yeah, no, apparently he's like obsessed. Actually.
Colombian
yeah.
washed. Elevation is
That's sick.
1,850
So it's pretty sick,
meters.
dude. And yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't want to do a co-venture with his father. Some MJ with some.
and I heard you
Oh.
talking about last time how you think Jordan would tackle it head on, dude. I don't think he would. I think
Really?
he'd shy away from it. Oh,
He's a little bit of a wuss.
he looks bad technically. And
Mhm.
Karl Malone is it's like a Karl Malone situation.
Right.
What
So Karl Malone raped a 12-year-old. Go look that up. That's a fact.
When?
When he was like 25,
Okay.
20. Look it up. Look it up.
Tony?
Tony,
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead, Tony. Karl Malone rapes 12-year-old. He
Carl with a
also
K, by the way, but
he also slept with, and they got it, just they threw it away or whatever. Nothing happened. He also had 2 kids. Cheryl Swoops. Do you know the name?
Yes.
Yeah.
WNBA.
Never raised her.
Yeah.
Only admitted that she was his daughter once she
Uh-huh.
was a WNBA legend.
Uh-huh.
And he also has a kid that he never claimed that made it to the NFL.
Wow.
So it's kind of like that situation where you're just a scummy piece of shit.
I mean, I think it's a little different.
I mean, he apparently with Jordan, he didn't want to. He totally abandoned. The
Right. He did.
family
No, he
because,
did. Yeah, he did.
because it would tarnish his name. He
Oh,
said.
yeah.
The wife said this. I mean, not the wife, the woman. The
I mean, it
mother. The
makes
mother of
sense.
Jimmy.
The
The
mother
mother
of
of
Jimmy.
Jimmy. I shouldn't say the woman. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
The mother of Jimmy Butler, who's
Jimmy Butler's mom.
I was just trying to.
I know, mind blown about Karl Malone, right?
Yeah, and then what is he second or third?
He's third now, technically.
Okay, so it's LeBron and then Kareem and then Karl Malone.
Carl
Okay.
and then Kobe
But
and then
did
Jordan.
did he have some other record, or that was really the
No,
only-
it's Stockton who has 2 records, all-time leading assists,
Right.
which is never going to be broken, I don't think.
LeBron can't catch him.
I don't think so. He might be able to, actually. But then the other one is all-time leading steals, which no one, I don't think, is going to get.
Oh yeah. Prefer chirping.
Prefer.
No, he's not chirping. He talked about this before. Said, you guys heard $8 cup of coffee? Question mark. Check out Kopi Luwak or Civet Coffee.
I heard they have that at the Deer Park.
Yeah,
Golf
thank you,
Club.
Barnes. Thank you,
I heard
Barnes.
complimentary cups. Prefer. How about that?
Barnes is tight right now. I'm kind of with him. I'm not as mad though. It's just like I knew this has been a thing. I would love for him to FaceTime in, the
Right.
video in,
No voice scrambler.
end it all, end the controversy.
Yeah, exactly. But he wants to keep it going.
Yeah, it's all right. It's
I
entertaining.
I think Barnes wants to keep it going.
mean, I don't know. It would be nice to have some clarity. I have to say, it would be nice to have some clarity. Stockton 15,806.
Assists.
Jason Kidd second, 12,091. Chris Paul third, 11,501, and LeBron in fourth,
Yeah, he's not
10,4,
getting it,
220.
no.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to get that.
How crazy is that for Stockton though?
Yeah,
What is he? 5'10", honestly.
yeah.
And I love that the Olympic when they were in Barcelona and he's walking around with the camera and he's asking the lady who's your favorite player on the team on his shirt. He's got all of them on this shirt, and she doesn't even know he's on the team.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I there was some ridiculous stat. He must have played he played for 20 years,
seasons, 20 straight,
and I think
never missed a game.
Wait, the whole time he played 80,
I'm pretty sure it was either 18 straight or 20 straight seasons.
That's actually insane. I mean, you think about anybody even
That I loved him. He was honestly, he's one of my top 3 point guards.
Yeah, no, I remember growing up, that was a big conversation. And I feel like you're kind of split though, because obviously you wanted them to get the title, but then Malone doesn't.
Yeah, of course. I thank God he didn't win one.
No, so it wasn't all 80, but it was only 3 years. Yeah, 3 years out of 20 that he didn't play all 82.
Wow.
The other years
You do not see that.
50, 64, and 78, including playing all 82 from age 37 to 40.
Tony, come on.
I mean, that is impressive, Tony.
Very impressive.
Great guy too.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Definitely.
Doesn't have any illegitimate children.
No, he's an advocate for freedom.
But what I feel like he's doing, I don't know, he's doing something right now. No,
He's actually been like Michael Kay and all them were being bashful towards him because he was trying to point out all the athletes that were collapsing post vaccines.
Okay.
And everybody's like, Stockton, conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I did. Jeez, I thought he was. He's not involved with because he
With
went
basketball.
to Gonzaga.
I
didn't he?
know. His son went to Gonzaga too.
Oh,
His son,
okay.
just like I think he's made it to the G League or something. Stockton Jr.
No, I remember him though. I do remember him all seriousness. But I have to say, nice to get Michael Renee back in the mix.
I know.
Renee's super excited for the playoff game tonight.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
But definitely good stuff.
What do you have winning Barnes? I didn't hear it.
Nuggets.
Wow.
Nuggets in 7. I did say 7.
Yeah. Even though he said they wouldn't even make it.
No, and I do think I'm not saying
he did.
It's like a barely cover, but I said it's a little fishy that the line's 9. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Miami's tough. They're gonna cover." Blah blah blah. So I think that's what Denver covers. Long layoff, all of that.
I don't think so, dude.
Guess we'll see, right?
By the way, dude, remember the other day I saw you outside Gaetano's?
Yeah.
The next day, Jay and I went to Gaetano's.
What'd you get?
I think I got the Stratford in Maine with lettuce.
Happy with
it,
it,
dude? Of course, happy with it.
I have to switch it up. I've overdid the buffalo chicken at this point.
Dude, I was actually going to tell you because that's what you said you got. And that day, Jay and I waited in line. They were busy.
Yeah.
And the guy literally handed us 2 pieces of buffalo chicken to have. Delicious. Dude.
Yeah. No, it is great. I just have had it too many times. But
I could have, and like, of course, you're waiting, you're staring at the menu, and I'm like, wow, I could have like every sandwich that is in here.
No, you know what I want to try next time? Someone in front of me got it. I didn't, but the steak and cheese has to be unbelievable.
Oh, it has to be, dude. Yeah. Also, like, I might just go there and like pick up like a platter for dinner. Like,
yeah.
The guy in front of me got meatball parm hero. I was like,
the stuffed breads, Tony.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think they go cannolis there too.
Yeah, they do.
So we'll have to.
So good, dude.
No, maybe we could work something out with them because, like I said, the owner he remembers me for a while. So,
dude. He remembers me too.
Really?
Yeah, Tony Montana. Every time I walk in,
he does not say Tony Montana.
You want to bet? We'll jump over there right now, dude.
No. But why? I feel like every time I've asked you about Gaetano's, you act like you go there once a year.
No. Since I've been, especially living 2 seconds away, like I go there often.
How often now?
He doesn't go often.
I would say maybe
twice a month.
Yeah, 2 times a month.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Depending on what's going on. I mean, when I was working church gig, the fucking move for the church gig was like, come home, Gaetano's, sleep, dude.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me right now?
Oh, and I had to say too.
It's beautiful, you dick.
Pasta Vazul chicken noodle. Haven't had it in years from there, but amazing.
Really, it sounds
really good soup. Really good soup. Michael, was there something you wanted to add?
No, I just wanted to. Oh, that's the wide. Wow.
No, this is the wide.
There we go. Got that on camera, Tony.
What?
Yeah, for Matt.
Oh, for Matt.
But I have to say, what a show today, and I think probably the most diverse episode we've ever had, Tony. 500 plus in, and I think today was the most diverse.
Yeah, I think so, dude. Sorry, Michael's messing with my camera.
No, it's okay.
That Brian doesn't like it, dude.
But I really do appreciate everybody today tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee in costume, the merch, downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games for Tony's sake.
Go Mets.
And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.